Yeah, yeah. Hold up.
You know, this thing is always backwards. You know what I'm saying? It's like it
I
flips.
hate it. Oh, I hate that.
You don't know which way you moving.
I know, I
Nothing. You know
know.
what I'm saying?
You you see my my military I mean you see my thing in the back
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like it looks backwards like, you know?
Yeah, man. Oh, I see you got JB on there, man. That's what's up.
You know that. And look, check it out.
Word, yo. That's
Got
awesome.
my I got my angels with me at all times. Those are my angels.
That's awesome, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah,
So
we on
you
that
can.
type
I
of
don't know if
time.
you can see the comments, but I see some people are tuning in right now. Moesha just said hi, Jenny. What's going on?
No,
We
I
gonna
don't
wait
see
till
nothing.
I'm gonna wait
I'm
till
with you.
a few more people
Nah,
get in
do what
here.
you do. Thug, do your thug thizzle. I'm so with you. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm honored.
That's what's up, man.
I'm
Thank you for
honored.
doing this, Shanika. What's going on? Everybody that's tuning in, what's going on? How you doing? Yo, what's going on? Everybody tuning in. Let a few more people roll up.
Cool, cool. So yeah, Jenny. It's amazing. You know, I guess I met you when you officially hit New York. What 6 years ago, right?
Word.
And I became an ultimate fan. But you know what's crazy about it is that uh, when I met you, there was pure diversity, but I always seen like the rapper aspect of it. You dig what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
remember watching a video. I'm like, oh shit,
yeah,
she sings too, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
That's a fact. Everybody was always like confused when they saw me like open my mouth and like start singing. Cause that's what I
yeah,
did first. That's I've always been, a singer first.
right, right,
Yeah.
right, 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 right. Amazing, amazing. So yeah, I like how this is going down. I am on it once again. I am so honored that you keep me in mind in regards to situations such as this. You know I love the culture. You
Yeah.
know I'm a major fan of yours, so
Yeah. Word,
that
word.
goes without
You always
saying.
been super supportive too. I remember one of the shows that we did, you came out cuz we were throwing shows independently ourselves
Mm-hmm.
in New York, and you came out and you supported. So, you just always just been, like you said, for the culture, but just, super supportive and helpful and all of those things. So I appreciate you
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I've been falling in love with doing these lives. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's funny because when you hit me, I didn't do a live for about a month and a half because I had did like over the quarantine. I did like 30 album reviews. You know what I mean?
That's
30.
crazy. That's crazy.
And so in that process, I had to go like behind the scenes to fix the website, edit the interviews. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was people kept hitting me. So when you officially hit, it was just like we gonna open it up with my girl. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. Much
So she
love.
was like, yeah. So whenever you're ready, we ready to go in. You know, we can start talking about it. Let me know.
Yeah, for sure. So we got a few people that's tuned in right now. Everybody that's tuning in, Cabin Fever 2 dropped yesterday. I had a private listening session with a few people, and Terrell was one of them, where I played the album to get some feedback before it released. And I have to say that I was like super super excited with all the feedback I was getting from that stream. Just everybody excited to hear the new music. So tonight, Terrell is going to get into the behind the music, basically. What is it? The
Behind the stories behind the
the stories
songs, the
behind the
stories
song.
behind, and let me tell you this, I remember, coming up, and I'm pretty sure in your era as well, there's certain lyrics that you've heard from like one of your favorite artists, and you're like,
Hmm.
what made them say that? And you always wanted to ask that question. So now that I'm in position, even just being around artists of all statures, personally being with them, like some of them, like I know, like some of the biggest artists, I'm like, damn, yo, what made you? And typically they look at it and they like, nobody never asked me that. I'm like, but what made you say that? You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
I always want to
So
know that stuff too. So we on the
yeah,
same page. Yeah.
yeah. So it's crazy though. Let me just tell you, so that when quarantine hit, uh, I was like, what am I do? You know what I mean? Like I was doing
Hmm.
other things or whatever, but I love interviewing. I can do shows, all this other stuff, but interviewing. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it was just like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So we're gonna delve into it. So Cabin Fever 2. First and foremost, Cabin Fever 2. Um, tell me a little bit more about just the title itself, and when did you officially put out Cabin Fever 1?
So when I started like kind of when quarantine started, when they were starting to lock down everything in New York. I started learning how to produce, and I figured, this time I'm not sure what's gonna happen over the next few months, but I just want to put some music out because I knew that things were starting to shut down. So I was talking to franchise, talking to my bro, and he was just like, let's just put stuff out because I wanted to put content out to stay relevant, and I hadn't put out
Mm-hmm.
a project since 2018. So I was like, it's time, and we were working on a project I have with my producer drum mage. It's called LSD Lakeshore Drive, but that came to a halt because we had to quarantine, so I couldn't finish mixing or mastering the album. So I said, what am I gonna do? So I started making songs during quarantine in March, at the end of March. And I wanted a title that was going to represent my mindset during that time because I was kind of all over the place, not being able to leave a house, not being
Mm-hmm.
able to go meet with your friends, just constantly just like in this room. I was in like a tiny apartment in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm dead. I'm literally in this box, and it's just
Right.
me and my thoughts and my feelings and
Mm-hmm.
my emotions. It was so much happening in the world. So Cabin Fever was just seemed perfect because it's like, being in isolation and your mind's starting to go stir crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was part of the reason why I came up with Cabin Fever title.
Mm.
I
You know,
released
you
that
know,
in June.
right,
Yeah.
right. Now, you know what's so amazing about that, right? Is that it's amazing what life brings, right? So
Hmm.
you had no, like, there was no nothing in regards to saying I'm a write songs in regards to cabin fever, because now you're in this cabin type feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that you ran with that means a lot.
Yeah.
I found that a lot of artists
Hmm.
were stuck skill wise, writing wise. Remember, they were dealing with a myriad of different types of emotions, trauma, what will occur moving forward. But some artists, and a lot falls in this category, where they was stuck.
Yep.
If I don't put no music, I'm not going to put no music out because I like to follow up with a video. And we don't know when we're going to be let out. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
like the fact that you seize the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, with Cabin Fever, right? With Cabin Fever, releasing that in June, um, how did you feel about the response?
Well, first to release it, I was nervous because it was the first time that I actually put out an album that I self produced.
Mm.
So it was kind of nerve wracking, because everybody loved pickup lines and with me and all these other songs that I had put out like over the past few years. So I was a little bit nervous, but like
I
it
don't
was
know. So
received.
as soon as you lean back, hold up. As soon as you lean back, it just went. Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah,
Yeah, I
yep.
was just saying that the response that I got from the first Cabin Fever was overwhelming.
Mm.
Um, I believe it did like over 25,000 streams this first month, first
Mm.
couple of months, and that's bigger than anything I ever released.
Go
So I was
figure.
like, oh, but mind you, when the first Cabin Fever released, I had already had Cabin Fever 2 done almost. So while I was putting out Cabin Fever 1, I was finishing Cabin Fever 2. So,
Mm.
I was like, all right, I was just arranging the songs and just trying to figure out the feel, like what was going to be that second part of the Cabin
Right.
Fever series, you know what I'm saying? Where was I going to go with the second part of it? But the first response to the first album was overwhelming, so I knew I had to do something on Cabin Fever 2 to hold them, to pull them in even more. And
You,
pretty much I believe I did that. Yeah.
so and I'm glad that you mentioned series. I'm glad that you're gonna run with that series.
Yeah.
The amazing thing about this is that I usually ask this question, and that question is, how long do you allow, right, an album or a single to mature, right? Because it's obvious, a lot of time artists will rock a single for 2 months. You put out a whole new project
Yeah.
within the you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, you was
Yeah.
on a different type of time.
Yeah.
Was that more based off of you or as a team
I think it was
in
I think
regards to
it's
putting out a new project? Yeah.
you know what? Cuz I did that with pickup lines, right? So
Right.
with pickup lines and with me, I ran with those for a couple of years before I dropped the Tale of Two Cities, which is crazy. But I didn't want to keep making people wait for music. And I felt like, man, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just about to keep hitting them. So I'm gonna just keep
Wow.
creating. I'm gonna just keep getting better. I'm gonna keep learning more things to keep advancing, to keep elevating, and just keep putting out content. And it's not it's only 8 song, like, projects.
Right.
But it's still a lot of good music within them eight
Right.
songs, you know what I mean? So yeah, I didn't want to run with this. I ran with Dream first from Cabin Fever 1. So I ran with Dream for a couple, I think. It was like a couple of months. Then I just put out the project. But, I got to see how I feel about the next one, cuz with Cabin Fever 2, I just put the project out. Like, I didn't run with a single cuz I feel like I had 8 singles before Cabin Fever 2.
Right,
So,
right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, and
you know what
that's
I'm
true. And I'm
saying?
glad that you stated that, because I'm like, I was trying to figure out. Like, I've heard the album multiple times, and I'm like, well, damn, I didn't. I'm trying to do my homework now. I'm like, but damn, I don't see no single. I don't want to. You know what I mean? I don't want to be.
No, but you know what? The beautiful thing about being independent, bro, is that I can really do whatever I want.
Right.
Like,
Clearly.
if I want to put a single out, I'll run with the single for a while. If I want to drop projects every month and I got the content to do it, like, I'm gonna do it. It's more so just about,
Beautiful.
like, what I'm saying, feeding my audience now, giving them something new, something exciting, and just kind of keeping people, like, on their toes. Like, what am I gonna do next?
Right.
The rest of
So
this
with
year, I'm just flooding people,
I love it.
flooding. Yeah.
So with that being said, we're gonna get into. So remember, it's choreographed through Terrell Blair. You dig what I'm saying? And how I felt about the album. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan first
Yeah.
and foremost. So like I said, I listen to it all, and it's gonna be my the overall album is in my playlist. How about that? Right.
Hmm.
So with that being said, I want to start off with one of my favorites, right?
All right,
And
let's do
that's
it.
Ain't Too Cool to Dance.
Yeah.
That just
Okay.
gave me that feel like you came on. You know what I mean? Like, just, and we're
Yeah.
gonna break this down because you was talking some stuff on there. Just
Yeah.
play it and we're gonna get into it. Please,
All right, let's
y'all,
do it.
walk with us.
All right, so everybody tuning in, this is A2C2D. Ain't Too Cool to Dance off of Cabin Fever 2.
Woo.
Dearly beloved, we gathered here today to get through this thing called love. Electrified, magnified. Forever is a mighty long time, but I'm here to tell you something else. From across the room, look so good you kill. Walk right up to you, charm you with my skills. You don't do this tonight. I know you will. Rock your dancing shoes while you standing still. Smoke a little, drink a little. Girl, it's whatever you like. Smoke a little, drink a little. Girl, it's whatever your vice now. Smoke a little, drink a little. We ain't gotta be polite now. Smoke a little, drink a little. Here's a little bit of advice now. Nah, her shit don't stay. You ain't too cool to dance. Cooler than you think. You ain't too cool to dance. Knowing in everything but the same. You ain't too cool to dance. Girl, can I buy your drink? You ain't too cool to dance. I'm so hot, can't top it. I got a blue face burn in my pocket. I got a shoelace tied that's knotted. I got the ball right now, can't drop it. Shotty drop down to the ground with the mega knees. Might ask, gonna marry me? Got a last call if the bar can't leave. Put the girl on the rise with a lemon squeeze. So please, smoke a little, drink a little. Girl, it's whatever you like. Smoke a little, drink a little. Girl, it's whenever your vice now. Smoke a little, drink a little. We ain't gotta be polite. No, smoke a little, drink a little. Here's a little bit of advice now. Her shit don't stay. You ain't too cool to dance. Cooler than you think. You ain't too cool to dance. Knowing in everything but the same. You ain't too cool to dance. Girl, can I buy your drink? You ain't too cool to dance. Hit it from across the room. That's good you give. Walk right up to you, charge you out your bill. You don't do this tonight, I hope you will. Brought your dancing shoes, now I'm on your heel. Now her shit don't stay, you ain't too cool to dance. Cooler than you think, you ain't too cool to dance. Doing everything but the same, you ain't too cool to dance. Girl, can I buy your drink? You ain't too cool to dance. If you dress too little or your wig too tight, you ain't too cool to dance. If your contour hit a little different in the light, you ain't too cool to dance. Time broke down and the gas on E, you ain't too cool to dance.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's that shit right here.
You ain't too cool to dance. Drink a little. You ain't too cool. You ain't too cool to dance.
Yeah, tell him to go. Tell him to go straight. Go. Tell him to go purchase this. Come on to the net. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. That's my joint. Listen. So when I had a sneak preview, right, of the album prior to it dropping, right. It's crazy because I heard somebody reference Prince. Right now, I'm a Prince fan, right. So when I hear it again, right, I'm like, oh shit, right. So I listen to it. I'm like, oh my god. Was that inspired by Prince? Like, tell me the story behind this. How did it come about? The lyrics? Tell me about it, please.
Yeah, I was listening to the Purple Rain album.
Mm,
I can't remember what song it is, but
right.
he starts the song like "Dearly Beloved,"
Mm-hmm.
and then he says some things, and it's like you have that synth in there. So I kind of wanted to bring it in, like Morris Day and the Time, or like Prince
Ooh.
and the Revolution. Like what they would do in the beginning of their songs to kind of bring you, like introduce you to what's about to happen.
Right, right,
And yeah, so I definitely was listening to Prince, and then I just had that like I don't know why I had TLC in my head that you ain't too proud to beg, or I ain't too proud to beg. I was like, yo,
right,
I want to do something like that. So it's a crazy fusion of like artists to put
right.
together, but it just came out so fire. And shout out to my boy Michelle, my drummer. He played the drums for me. I sent him the track and he played live drums on that track,
Mm.
which is why it's so groovy. So yeah.
So before we go on to the other, right? What's amazing about that is that you know you stated that you just recently learned how to produce.
Yeah, I would say I'm still learning. Yeah, I'm still
Hard to
learning.
tell
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
producing this. It sounds seasoned.
Oh, thank you,
Now,
man.
yeah. So does the writing come first, or you have to hear that the music? Because remember, it's coming from you now.
Yeah. So normally it was like reversed, but since I started producing, the production comes first, and then I kind of just have the words as I go along when I'm building the production.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I'll have words first and then I'll go and I'll try to do something, do it the other way around. But for that song,
Hmm.
the production definitely came first.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So with this next one, right? Troublemaker. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know before we even delve into it. I even like. It seemed like there's a storyline, right?
Yeah.
Title wise as well. Uh, was that was that? Did you do that strategically, or it was just
Hmm.
how you felt in
Nah, it's
regards to
it's
just the titles?
definitely
Yeah.
it's a storyline. It starts off, it kind of goes back and forth. Like, these are the parts that you hate about, distancing from somebody, and then here's the parts that I hate about this situation. I said something like, the leaves are changing colors, so the sleeves I wear just bare my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the second verse, I say, snow covers the ground. You just hoping she can fit my boots. And it's like I wanted to show that some time had passed. And it's like we're still going through this. We done went through this in the fall, and now it's winter, and you still cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like a play on words. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I actually wrote in like 2015. But
Wow.
I didn't want to use that production. And since I know how to produce now, I was like, let me see what I could do. And then I ended up, coming up with new production for it.
Troublemaker, y'all.
I've been feeling crazy. Well, damn, been thinking about you daily. Feeling sick lately, but I let you go. I know you hate me. Well, you were tired of trying to save me. Ooh, I heard you gravy. Well, damn, the leaves are changing colors, so the sleeves I wear just bare my heart. Here's the funny part. You can tell I'm lying way before I even get to start. Oh damn, this the part that you hate. This the part where I'm telling you that your feelings are safe. This the part where you allow me in your personal space. That goes the part you try to find another girl to replace me now. Well damn, I never thought you would. Cause I made a decision for you and not apart for good. Repercussions from discussions in your living room. Trusting that you wouldn't wanna give it up so soon. But you wanna get over me. You wanna get over me. I'll never get over you. I'll never get over you. I just want you all up under me. Want you all up under me. I wanna be all over you. That's what she calls me. I'm a troublemaker. Troublemaker, that's what she calls me. I'm a troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker, that's what she calls me. I'm a troublemaker.
Sing your heart out,
That's
bro.
what she calls me. I'm a troublemaker. Troublemaker.
I
Yeah,
ain't too proud to
I'm
sing
making you
now.
crazy. Well, been thinking about me daily, searching for me lately. Everything in this city is me. Speaking Chi-Town slang, yeah, you get it from me, little mama. Ask about your feelings and you Gucci, you good. Snow covers the ground, you just hoping she can fit my boots. Not trying to laugh at you, no. But even when I'm lying deep down, girl, you know my truth. Goddamn, this the part that I hate. This the part where you telling me that you needed some space. This that part I try to kiss you, but you move in your face. That goes the part you tell me that you gotta try and erase me now. Well, damn, I never thought you would. You had to walk away, I should let you. I know I should. Consequences tipping the scale. Can we make it out alive? Only time it will tell. Oh well. You wanna get over me?
You wanna get over
I'll
me.
never get over you. I just want you
you.
all up under me. Want you all up under
all
me.
up under
Wanna
me.
be all over you. That's right, cause I'm a troublemaker. Troublemaker, that's what she calls me. I'm a troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker, that's what she calls me. I'm a troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker, that's what she calls me. I'm a troublemaker. Troublemaker, that's what she calls me. I can never let you go.
Get this album, y'all. Please get it. It's a series. Get it. Get it. Get it, please. She's a troublemaker. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
you singing your heart. I should have got you on a feature, bro. I should have got you on a feature.
Yeah, listen, only you, Jenny, only you get me to that point. You dig what I'm
Let me
saying? I'm
find out you
telling
got
you.
some vocals.
No,
Let me find out you got some vocals.
I have no type of vocals, but when I'm in your zone, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
With the fact that you're currently producing now, right?
Yeah.
Uh, will you step out uh to look for other producers on your next project?
Well, you know what? I collabed. I had Nikki Danger played the bass on Wanna Believe. Michelle played the drums. So as far as like having somebody like fully produce it,
Right, right.
probably not, because I kind of got a zone right now, and I don't
I know
wanna
that's right.
I don't wanna disrupt it. Now, if it ends up being
Mm,
dope, I'm not like opposed, but I haven't heard anything that matches what I'm doing myself.
mm.
So yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens, because it's going to be the finale. So it's a trilogy. I can say that now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3-part series to Cabin Fever. So we'll see what happens with the finale. But
I love
it's
it. I love the
it's in the works
wordplay.
right now.
I love it.
It's in the works now, and I really like the direction that it's taken. So I'ma just stay in that lane, and see where I end up. Yeah.
I smell what you're cooking, and happy birthday to you. Yo, listen, her
Thank
birthday was yesterday, y'all. So
you.
she's in pure birthday mode. I know it. I smell what she's cooking.
Yeah.
Believe that. She gonna rock for the next couple of weeks. Please,
Yeah, it's my
please believe
birthday
that.
all month,
Yes.
all September.
Well, so with that being said, we gonna get into living the life. So with
Word.
living a life, I'm hearing like a mixture. Is that rapping, like, you know what I mean? Like you playing on,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Yo, she's
Yeah.
she's dope with it, y'all. Please listen to
Thank you,
listen
bro.
to what she's saying. But we gonna break this one down.
Let's
Really
do it.
break
Let's
it
do it.
down. Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through. Coming through. Hey, yo, watch it. No, not today. Not today, say. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, wait up. Let's go. Baby, don't blink, you'll miss it. Baby, on God, pay attention. On God, pay attention. I hit him with a throwback, yeah, had to come back with a little heat from the kitchen. On fire, don't touch. Baby got back like ribs, couple tats on the ribs. She stacked on the kids. Yeah. I just hit her with a bando, gonna like Rambo. Now I'm right back to the biz. What it is, it's that slick gang talk, but I walk it till sundown. That's right. High off life, I don't think I could come down. Now niggas tryna steal my son, get shut down. Did everything that I wanted to, what now? Baby, I'm up now, winning this touchdown. 2 middle fingers out, giving a fuck. Now what you want from me? What you want? What you want? What you want from me? What you want? What you want? Say something, John.
Inspired by the cool breeze, palm trees, movies, kick back, living the life. Chilling with the homies, front porch, whole team sit back, living the life.
What you want?
Whatever my girl want, I get it for. Running through the city, yeah, I know she's spoiled. Inspired by the cool breeze, palm trees, doobies, kick back, living the life.
Living the life.
Baby, don't look back on it. We done come too far from it. Ain't too far from it. I've been loving myself, been telling myself I got a good thing coming. Keep shining, black girl. They don't know the first half, not even a good half. People gon' talk, and I know I get a good laugh. Minding my business with the goodies in a book bag. Look fast, gone and I'm running. Yeah, tryna catch up, might end up with a sprain. I've been too damn blessed to ever complain. I just channel the pain, you deliver the blame. Thumbs down on the joystick, shit is a game. I've been rooting for change, I've been doing the math. You've been doing bad business, so you know I'ma ask what you want from me. What you want? What you want? What you want from me?
What you want?
Tell
What
me
you
what
want?
it is, drop.
Inspired by the cool breeze, palm trees, doobies, kick back, living the life.
How we do it, man?
Chilling with the homies, front porch, whole team sit back, living the life.
What you
Get
want?
the album, y'all. On to the next. Get the album, y'all. Please. Get it, stream it, purchase it, do whatever. It's awesome. This song, this song. Talk to me about it. How did you where was your mind in regards to putting the song together? Who you had in mind in regards to the feature? Give me the
Yeah,
whole layout.
man. I don't know. I just it was just such a cool like vibe, like
Mm-hmm.
real throwback type of rap track. I just wanted to kind of just, just swing on it a little bit, vibe out. And I just wanted to do something where it was like, man, we not stressing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we outside, the air's nice, the sky is beautiful. Like, what I'm saying? We still here, we gonna live our lives. And
Right, right.
I didn't have a hook for it. So I hit up Drum Mage. And I was like, cause he's the illest when it comes to writing hooks. And I was like, Drum, I need a hook for this. Like all I had was the rap. And he was like, yo, I got you. And he sent me that hook over and I said, yo, that sealed the deal. I said, man, this so smooth. Like it's such a like
Yeah,
as soon as you hear his voice, he's always had this voice that's just like so smooth over beats. Like, yo, it was awesome. So I said, yo,
definitely
we ride with
fluid.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely fluid. He rolled that like it was just like
Hmm.
wow. You know what I mean? Like it was just like so in sync. And I like that. I like the title itself in general because a lot of times once again the artist creates a title and there's no comparison. You're trying to feed off of the title and you're like, so I don't see where they went with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was just so fluid. It was so summery, springish. You know what I mean? You're thinking
Right.
about You know what I mean? I'm just feeling good. I want to add right with that. Has your fan base asked for like a overall rap album from you?
No, no, everybody wants me to sing. I don't, I don't think no, I don't know. Mostly like there are some rap tracks that I do that people really like, but I think people more so favor like my voice, just me singing. Like they
Right.
want to hear that more. Um, but then I do little hip hop tracks like this, and then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay because it's not too like like hardcore rapping like I was trying to
Yeah,
do in New
yeah.
York when I first moved there. Like
Yeah.
I had to figure me out. I had to figure out what I do well and stick to that. So that's what I'm doing.
Did you like once again you did New York for a little while, right? And New
Yeah.
York is a bevy of everything. Not that Chicago isn't. You know what I mean?
Word. Word.
But you can get on that train and go through a world of everything. You can drive and
Yeah.
go through a world of everything. You can go through a world of music, sounds, everything. What did New York do for you in regards to music?
I think being in New York just like made me a better artist overall.
Mm.
When I came out there, I knew nothing about production. I knew nothing about performing. I didn't know what my drums was supposed to sound like. I didn't know what my voice was supposed to sound like, and I was always performing with like some of the dopest people that I had ever met. Like it was just like, yo, it's
Hmm.
game time. Like you gotta grind, you gotta get out here and you really gotta learn what to do. And I just watched so many people. I was in studios like watching what the engineers was doing. I was at performances in the back of the club listening to everybody else's tracks and I'm just like, okay, I gotta do it like that. That's how it's gotta sound. Oh, she on stage doing that. I now I gotta show out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
right, right, right,
it was just a constant like learning experience, like being out there for like these past 6 years. So if
right,
anything, like or just like going for something, just being hungry and everybody around you just as hungry.
right,
So it's
right.
like, yo, it's just like you always on your shit, like no matter what, 100% of the time, you gotta be ready. That's
Hmm.
uh that's what New York did for my artistry. And it
Hmm.
just taught me to just go and get it. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? With the production, I was just like, man, I ain't waiting on nobody no more, man. I'm gonna do this myself.
Right, right.
Do it
Clearly,
myself. You
clearly,
know what I'm saying?
clearly,
So yeah,
clearly.
yeah.
With that being said, I want to jump into sugar and spice.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
I wanna be on your best side. Hey.
Ooh.
You know the backside. Hey. You know that's the best side. And that's my favorite pastime. Yeah. I wanna be on your wish list. Okay. Treat it like Christmas. Cause you know you gifted. You know I got go for a misfit. Shawty, you bad. Oh, you know you got a friend in me. Unapologetically. Lock you up and throw away the key. Cause shawty, you bad. Oh, it ain't no way I'd rather be. No, no. Show your ass for the world to see. Okay. You on fire like the third degree. Let's go. And when the lightning strikes, oh, it never strikes twice. So I only advise, better get her now. Before she raised the price, I said, moolah, mama, boo, mama. I don't really do drama. I'm just trying to get her on ice. A little sugar and spice. Nice. I wanna be your victim. Okay. I need attention. Yo, wanna be on a mission. And baby, we can switch your positions. Hey, me out, baby, got a phone to pick. Louis Saga, I was born to hit. When I got with a grab and let me show you if fucking with. Shawty, I'm back to the phone. On the stone, keep it out. Ain't no baby sitting I'm grown. I just need a queen for the throne, but only if she's hey, baby. Show me that pedigree. You know what I came to see. Little mama made it rain on me. And when the lightning strikes, oh, it never strikes twice. So I only in the fight. We better get it now. Before you raise the price, I said, mama,
Mulu. Yeah. Don't give it two more. Get it. Get the album, y'all. Get it. Get in tune. Yes. Listen. Listen. Sugar and spice. I'm hearing, you know what I mean, a mixture of everything. Tell me, break that down, because your word, you was talking some stuff in there now.
Yeah.
She said she started off with the backside, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The way it's just like, just like a bad girl, like, just like sugar and spice, the good and the bad, spicy. And I don't know, I just wanted to do something like real cool. I was listening to like some Erica Badu and stuff when I
Mm-hmm.
was doing that song, and like the drums and stuff. Like I think I was listening to like her song Apple Tree. So I was just
Mm-hmm.
trying to kind of do something like that. That was kind of like similar, kind of groovy. And ended up coming up with like sugar and spice, like everything nice, anything you want, just name your vice. You know, just like just this bad girl that's just gonna, probably just gonna
Yeah.
tell you that's eat you up and spit you out. That's
I
pretty
can
much
dig it. I can dig it.
yeah.
Yes, 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 y'all. Yes, y'all. See, I'm bringing out that, you know what I mean? She
Yeah.
letting it be known now. Come on now. With that one, we gonna move to number 5 now. Number 5, right, for me is Let Your Hair Down.
Yeah.
Um, so I heard like the poem, like it was like I hear the song and then you just talk to us. I was kind of confused. I don't know where you coming from, third person, second person, mom, sister. Talk to me
So
about
that was
that.
my sister speaking. So my sister, she's a writer, and she wrote something just like underneath one of her posts one day about her daughters, about doing their hair, because their hair is like, it's natural, big
Mm-hmm.
curly, like big heads of like hair, And what she said was just was meaningful to me, and I wanted to do a song for Black women,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to do something to show that, man, we go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? We take a lot of mess, and it's like I just wanted from my heart to this, just to for Black women to know that I appreciate them and I love them, whether you're my sisters or my fiance or my cousins, whoever, strangers, no matter what, like you got my
Mm-hmm.
full support, utmost
Mm-hmm.
respect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all this like these stigmas about Black women and their hair, and
Right.
I wanted to compare that struggle to everyday struggles that we experience as Black women And so for my sister to write what she wrote, it was really just breaking it down, what she wants for her children, what she wants to explain to them as, little women eventually growing up, just, to love yourself
Right.
and to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you are, no matter what walk of life, no matter, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah.
Clearly.
So that's what let your hair down is for me.
And
So that
and
that is
with
something
that,
my sister wrote at the end. Yeah.
oh, get into it, y'all.
All right. This song right here is for every beautiful black woman. I love you. You ain't gotta be scared of me. You ain't gotta hold back. Quick to give me that third degree, but you ain't gotta do that. You just give your heart to me. I make sure it's intact. You just leave it all to me. I'm gonna give you these facts. I got stories for all of these scars, battle wounds from these wars. I done been to hell and back. Don't need a medal and don't need a award. Just need you and all of your curves, you and all of my nerves. Grab a hold of these words. Get your fits like you insured. Let your head down, down, down. When the world is just too much for you, I got all of this love for you. Let your head down, down, yeah, down. Rub through and I'll wash it for you. Blow dry and detain for you. Let your head down, down, down. Twist up and then take it down. Blow it out and then put it down. Let your head down, down. Go ahead and sprinkle on some of that black girl now. Many people don't understand much about your roots. Many layers and levels to everything that you do. Understand that I vouch for you, every one of your truths. Comfortable on this couch for you, in between my glutes. Going through every strand, overhand, underhand, yeah. And if you take it, be gentle and steady, yeah. Whatever you prefer, second that concur. Let me refer you what to put on all of these curls, girl. Let your hair down, down. If they don't know, you know I know. You can let your head down. I will with all this love. Every letter, baby, let your head down, girl. Long days and nights, spending time just to get it right. Head down. Even aside you sleep on this your thing song. Still working to accept that my daughters are growing up. They're so self-aware, light years ahead of what I remember of my sense of identity at that age. Today I explain the difference in their curl patterns and watch their eyes light up when they realized their hair was equally beautiful. I try not to use words like good or better. I have to remind myself to compliment them both and explain my choices and styles in ways that make sense to them. That promote acceptance and pride instead of comparison and belittlement. I work to keep them happy and confident at home, so they'll carry that feeling with them when they go out in the world and look to each other for encouragement before anyone else. I go to bed every night hoping I did right by them, and every morning I wake up eager to try again. My sister, Jennifair. I love you, sis.
We love you too. We love you too, sis.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it. I truly love that. I think that should just be like that the anthem to it all, because it speaks so much in volumes, and I like the way that you define, the fact that as a black lady, you know, you deal with so much, but then the fact of just your hair itself, the hair itself, y'all just it's everything. You know what I mean? You want to go natural, you want to do this, you want to go that. You know what I mean? You got to explain it. It's so amazing. So I applaud you for that.
Thank
I'm gonna let my daughter hear this a bit more too. You know, she's six.
yeah. Yo, we gotta teach them young, and it, just that conversation like that my sister was like having with her daughters. I don't know. It was powerful, very
Right,
powerful. So I
right.
need that in every hair tutorial online. I'm about to
Yes,
start.
yes, yeah. You see, you see.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Listen,
facts.
and the reality that it's not that you clout chasing, but you're talking the truth. You know,
Word, word.
it's no clout. Nah, listen, this is reality. You don't know what, as a black lady, what we, as I'm saying in your aspect, what y'all experience. You know what I mean? You know, you got to deal with this. You got to deal with the fact that my skin is a bit lighter, or so on and so forth. And then I got to break down the hair. Then I got to break down the. It's so much. I
Yeah.
applaud you.
Thank you, man.
So with that being said, we're gonna go to number 6, right?
Song crack.
And
Is that it? No, what you got? And
yeah,
your
let
number
me finesse this.
Yeah, yeah.
Let
My
Terrell
bad.
Blair
That's
finesse
my
this.
bad. I thought you said
What?
number 6 is in the track.
No,
I thought
yeah,
you
yeah.
said
I'm like, oh, she like Terrell. Let me drop this card now.
Imma mute myself. You go ahead,
Yeah.
bro. You
Now,
mute.
wanna believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
So
just
so listen, so listen,
no,
my
you
peoples.
agree. Alright, go ahead, go ahead.
So listen, my peoples. Wanna believe is the first official track off of this project. You know what I mean? So, Terrell Blair tailored it the way he wanted to hear it. You dig what I'm saying? And how it made him feel. Um, so as you see, when I said that, she just lit up. You dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The ball is in your ball court. Play ball, baby.
Let's do it.
Bending like your silhouette, burning down your cigarette. No remorse and no regrets. Sober so you won't forget me. This is good as good can get. Lipstick trail across my neck. Kisses like jacuzzi jets. Vibrant, warm and wet if you let me feel you. Build you up to take you down. First round is on me. Put that pretty body on me. Do you feel me? Voices drowning out the sound. First time it showed me how it feels to be lonely. Wanna believe this is real. Wanna
Mm.
believe I belong here. I wanna learn how to feel. Wanna believe this is real. Wanna believe I belong here. Cut me and teach me to feel. Sparks will fly, so will you and I lost track of time in your eyes, and I can't stop the clock or rewind. I don't wanna hold back nothing. I've never been this close to a skeleton. No, never been open, that's scary for me. But you and I together, that's better for me. Building up courage to take you down. Sick of being lonely. Need you to show me what I've been missing. Every time you come around, a first time to show me. Never going back to the old me. Yeah.
Whoa.
Real. Wanna believe I belong here. I wanna learn how to feel. Hey. Wanna believe this is real. Wanna believe I belong here. Cut me and teach me to feel.
Ooh. Ooh. Let's float.
Wanna believe I belong here.
Jennifair, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, you got to tell me about this right here because you was just, uh,
Yeah. You know,
talk to me. Sick of being lonely.
yo, Wanna Believe was the first track that I created when I was like starting the project. And it was like the first song I said at Cabin Fever 1 where I felt like, yo, I learned some things, right? And then to me it's my favorite because it's as soon as it starts, it just grabs you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like it grabs you as soon as it comes on. And then, my girl Nikki Danger, she added that bass line to it. And oh man, it glued everything together. The vocals on that track, the harmonies, the backgrounds, the guitar solo in between, like everything. It's a beautiful, beautiful track. Awesome way to start the project. It pulls you in as soon as it comes on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
Yeah.
the lyrics itself, where were you at? What were you feeling
So
in that writing process?
the crazy thing about this song, I was thinking about when I say wanna believe this is real, wanna believe I belong here. I wanna learn how to feel. I was talking about my first, like, not the first experience I had with a female, but just being vulnerable in that moment where it's about to be the first time that you're intimate with someone. But for me, it was like my first time where I was understanding who I was, or
Mm-hmm.
what my sexuality, what my preference was. And it's about being
Mm-hmm.
vulnerable, being scared, being nervous. But it's just like, I think I said sparks will fly, so will you and I lost track of time in your eyes, and I can't stop the clock and rewind. I don't want to hold back now. I've never been this close to a skeleton. Like, I've never been close to the skeletons in my closet. We bury those.
Mm.
So it's
Right.
so many times where you just like, nah, that's not me. Nah, that's not me. Nah, that's not right. Nah, I don't want to do that. Never been this close to a skeleton. And then just getting deeper into it, it's like I'm never going back to the old me. It's just saying like, yo, something sparked in me where now I understand who I am. And
Right.
this is the way I want to live my life. So, you know, want to believe this is real. Like, want to believe I belong here. Like, I'm okay with who I am. I want
Right.
I want to learn how to feel. I want to learn how to walk in my truth. Yeah. So that's the breakdown of that song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That was deep right there. That was
Yeah.
deep right there.
Yeah.
I want to ask this, right? What made this amazing too, right? The album itself, right, was how you, strategically, synced, like, or kind of put each song into that storyline,
Yeah.
and Wanna Believe was just like, as you, it, because of how you defined it, it just gave it birth, like, the start of the album, the start of where I'm going with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, this is where I'm at. And if you notice, Sugar and Spice talking about, it was that third joint, and then Living Life. It was just like, it was serious, a serious
Yeah.
storyline. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
love
can
it.
expand on that. Thank you, bro. I mean, cause honestly, like for Cabin Fever 2, it ended up being like, okay, now we not in like the stir crazy, like going nuts in the crib, like type of feel. The
Right.
artwork, if you can see actually I have the little icon at the top, but
Right.
it's a devil and an angel on my shoulders. So I wanted good, evil, good, evil, good,
Mm-hmm.
evil throughout the entire track. And so that's how each song is placed based
Mm.
upon like that idea. So I was like, I want some good stuff in here and I want some bad stuff. I don't want it all
Right.
bad.
Right. Right.
I wanna have fun with it. Let's go back and forth because I wanted to play off the artwork. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome. Then we're gonna get into Mosh Pit.
mosh pit. Let's do it.
I've been thinking about you, waiting for a call, trying to see about you. You won't get involved, and that's the thing about And that's the thing about a breakup. If I leave you, then you wake up. Singing to a song in a mosh pit. Locked out, got me calling up a locksmith. Knocked down on the ground when the shots kick. I've been drinking all the pain, look what I did. I've been calling up friends, trying to see where you been. I've been working on me, I've been making amends. I've been tracing my steps, trying to see where we end. I've been up and down, been from 0 to 10. I'm low, I'm low. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? We don't. Where do we go from here? I'm low, I'm low. Where do we go from here? We don't. Where do we go from here? I've been going through it. I've been all around. I've been running from it. I've been zoning out. That's the thing about a heartbreak. It's like I'm walking through an earthquake. Someone heard about it. They've been talking loud. I'm still heard about it. You've been living proud. That's the thing about a breakup. Ain't no room for us to make up. Singing to a song in a mosh pit. I've been hanging on to life with a soft grip. Only really been in love when it's toxic. I'm knocked down, bedridden, but I'm not slick. I've been in and out of clubs, I've been looking for love. I've been up reminiscing about the way that we was. Been stuck, been a mess, I've been needing a
Get
hug.
the album, y'all. We gonna move. Get the album. Get the album. I'm just saying, y'all. Please get it. Please get it. Mosh Pit. That's a hell of a title right there.
Facts. Oh, so you want me to break that down?
Please do. Well, we got an hour, right?
Yeah, no, we good. We still good to go. We can go longer.
All right. All right.
Yeah. So like with Mosh Pit was more like I wanted to talk about going through a breakup and then things just hitting you, like you in a mosh pit, you swinging around and then all of a sudden somebody knock you out and knock you down. It's almost like that unexpected like pain or like that unexpected like knockdown where everything just hits you
Mm-hmm.
and you forced to just sit with that. Like, yo, hold that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
And it was like the story is just like me trying to get through and it's like I can't get through to you. Like so by the end of the song, it's just like, yo, just put me out my misery. Like just end it already. Like stop torturing me. Like what are we
Right.
doing here? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the underlying meaning of mosh
So
pit.
I want to ask you. So once you got into producing, right?
Mhm.
What producing is a lot. Down to sampling. To a bevy of different things, clearance and all that other stuff. Um, how did you narrow that down? Hearing a track and saying, okay, I want to throw a little sample in this, like, or did you just say, you know what, if I'm gonna get into producing, I'm just gonna be pure with it?
No, I didn't want to like I don't know how to sample.
Right.
And I just know as far as like clearances and stuff, I didn't want to do that. So everything is read like if I hear something, like if anything, like if I hear a loop or something like that, like I'll take it and manipulate it to get it to sound the way that I want it to sound.
Mm,
Or, changing keys or just playing out synths or, or stacking my drums or, what I'm saying, whatever else. But nah, I don't sample. I mean, I wouldn't mind sampling because
right.
I think some of the best records have samples in it, but I ain't got the money to pay to get shit cleared. So I won't be I won't be sampling nothing right now.
Military grind, y'all. Military grind.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. You know
yeah.
what's so amazing that circumstances, man, forces your hand, right? And I won't even say force your hand, but it for you, it allowed you to see it for what it is. You know what? Because a lot of people that are great producers can't officially make a pure beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not taking away from that, but you know, the fact that you were able to hear a sample and say, you know what, I'm gonna hmm, I'm gonna give it that sound. That's some hard shit
Yeah.
right there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. So I
Honestly,
applaud you
man,
with
I
that.
I've been watching drum for years, and I was just like, like I told you, like I go and I sit and I learn. Like if I'm in a room with
Right.
good doing stuff. I'm never in there not paying attention. So I just been paying
Hmm.
attention for years to different
It
things,
ain't
and
hard to tell.
you just immediately, you're gonna pick up something. So that's how that worked out.
Listen, y'all, don't be surprised. She'll be the next producer producing a slew of different artists albums. Come on, y'all. She got
Ooh,
it. Smell
well,
what she cooking.
that's a
Smell
big
what she cooking.
responsibility. You just made me anxious.
Yeah, but I see it. I see
Yeah.
it.
Now, I would love to write
Uh,
for somebody, man, for sure.
huh?
I would love to write and produce for people.
You
Absolutely.
will do it. It's
Yeah.
coming. I see
That
it. I smell it.
word.
With this, right, we're gonna close it out, right? We're gonna close it out with Song Cry.
Yes.
Ah,
Song.
ah.
To any heart that was broken when finding myself, please accept my apology. When clenching your chest, you see it wasn't intentional. I gave you my best, I could have given you more of me, but ain't nothing left. You see, my feelings are filthy, placed on the shelf, your tears feeling like acid, your face wanting to melt. Cause I've been preaching about honesty and kept to myself instead of doing you right. I packed my things and I left, and now it's long gone. The same song, the same cry, the same past, the same move, the same guy, the same pain, the same place, the same times, the same who, the same when, the same why, the same lyric. Why wasn't I different? Why say it if you ain't really mean it? You don't get to walk away and leave me, but you see, it's always been that easy. Things fall apart. All these broken hearts, you said that's for me to climb. Feel I'm running out of time. Feels much better. I can't shed a tear, but I make this song cry. I'm a sucker for lust. You invested your trust with all that love you were saving. Mutual feelings a must. You say love at first sight, and I say beginner's luck. You see potential in this. You see a future in us, but I was damaged before. Why you think of repair? How you building a home if it ain't nothing there? And if we kept it 100, why you ain't keeping your shit? Guess I'll be labeled a villain, and I'll be turning my lid, and I'll be long gone. Friends talk the most shit. You quit, forced now to forfeit. Names called, side shows, it's my fault. The same name, the same pain, the same song, same lyric. What the hell is different? Why say it if you ain't really mean it? You don't get to walk away and leave me, but you see, it's always been that easy. Things fall apart. All these broken hearts, use that stairs for me to climb. Feel I'm running out of time. Feels much better. Well, I can't shed a tear, but I make this song cry. Right hand on chest or right hand of God. It's better tell the whole truth or live like a fraud. You've been there for the worst. You'll die by the knife. Even a gun to my head, I wouldn't give you my life. Ruined by the past, wouldn't last if we moving fast, doing bad. Should have done you better, but I couldn't have. Mask on, uncovering the tremble in my speech. Stone cold as I wipe the teardrops from your cheeks.
Woo. Woo. I
Yeah.
need to listen, listen, listen. Was this because this is some deep shit, right? Because you was talking to them, right? But was that part of your life where you were looking at the skeletons, or the skeletons were still there? Song cry, you know what I mean? Like, where were you at in your life? Where with this song, was this based off a time in your life where you were fighting things, sexuality? Because I'm hearing some things.
Um. Nah. This song was more so just about being on the other end of, like, I'm the one hurting somebody, and it's more
Okay.
so, you know, you want with all your might, like, for me to love you the way you love me, but I just don't, and I won't. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, like people like to write about heartbreak and someone breaking your heart, but I wanted to write about being a heartbreaker. And
Mm.
no matter what you try to do, like it's just not it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't love you the way that you love me. And I think I said something like, how you building a home if it ain't nothing there? And if we kept it 100, why you ain't keeping your share? I guess I'll be labeled a villain. I'll be the bad guy, and I'll return to my lair, and I'll be long gone. So that's basically what that was about.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then it's just like,
Yeah.
JP song crying. It's just like, I
Right.
can't let the tears fall from my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. Like, that's why it's like mask covering the tremble of my speech like Stone Cold as I watch the teardrops from your cheeks. So
Oh.
yeah.
Ah, man, we walked through this album right here. We walked through it, and we felt it. I was gonna drop a tear too, but I kept it real, gangster and everything. But
That's all good.
oh, Jennifair, I applaud you. I thank you. Um,
Thank you,
before
man.
we even close out, um, is what artist at this current moment, and I don't care from whatever genre of music that gives you that inspiration. What artist, and give me some of the new age artists that's inspiring you right now.
Um, I've been listening a lot to Tiana Major 9. I think she's from London.
Mm,
I've been listening to her a lot. Like, just she kind of reminds me of Jasmine Sullivan. Just a beautiful
mm-hmm.
voice, beautiful tone, um, strong too. I've been listening to her. Um, who else have I been listening to? Because I don't really like to listen to a lot of people
Right,
when I'm like trying to do something new. But I have been noticing that it's been helping. Like I listen to Chloe and Halle.
right.
So Chloe and Halle is really dope. I listen to Jaden Smith. I like everything that Jaden is doing. Who else would be a new artist that I've been listening to recently? I listened to Coney's album, Coney
Who?
Brooks.
Oh,
Coney Brooks.
Coney. Yeah, yes, my
Yeah,
guy. Yes,
Coney is that dude, man. That's
yes.
fire. I listen to some independent artists. Like I listen to Justy. Her name is
Mm,
Justy. She's in Jersey, I think. She's really dope. Um, my boy Taco out of Chicago. He got some new stuff that's about to drop. I just did some music with him. Um,
mm.
and I still listen to like a lot of older things because I listen to the older stuff because obviously it worked for a reason. And so what I try to do is like listen to some old stuff so I can implement it and do something new with it. You know what I'm saying? But Tiana Major 9 is definitely my top like new artist that I've been
Love it.
listening to her a lot.
I'm about to listen to her as well. I never even heard of her, but you know what? I'm getting
Listen
ready
to her.
to.
I'm gonna text it to you. It's a song she
Yeah.
has called Same Space. It's beautiful, bro. Listen to that, and you're gonna see why I told you to listen to her. She's
Well,
amazing.
I respect your vision and everything else. As we close out one more again, give me some give me certain things that you give me a goal that you want to reach before the year is out.
I want 1,000,000 streams.
Mm, and that's doable.
Yeah, I want 1,000,000 streams. Like I just want everybody to hear this. I want more placements. Like I just had somebody in LA. He has a show on Amazon Prime. He put "Wanna Believe" in his show. I want more placements, more people to hear the music. I just want to keep reaching new audiences, just keep growing the audience, and just reaching new heights. I'm always all about like elevation, just progressing and just getting better and better. My goal is to put out like 2 more projects this year. So
Two more projects.
yeah, Cabin Fever 3 is coming. I got something with drum coming. I may have a whole R&B EP coming. Like I'm just working, man.
I
the goal,
see. I see.
the goal is
Woo,
to work.
military grind.
Word,
I
bro.
gotta send your military grind hoodie to you. You know what
Please,
I mean?
please, bro.
Yes. Yes. Tell us about your merch.
Yeah, so my merchandise and everything is on my website, Jennifer International. Right now, I'm wearing a Cabin Fever hoodie, as you can see. Let me get out of the way of the handle.
Yes.
See, shout out to Oliver Santana. He drew this up for my first album cover. We got new merchandise coming for the little figure that's up at the top right corner for Cabin Fever 2. We got posters on the way. I'm trying to do some physical copies of the album because people just love having that, the physical copy. So yeah, man, I got masks. We got more hoodies coming for the fall. We on it, man. I'm out here. Shop with me.
Yes, you
Uh,
are.
JennifairInternational.com, and I take care of you. Go in there and see what you guys want. There's plenty of stuff, so don't be shy to buy nothing. And yeah,
No doubt.
that's pretty much it, man.
Give us your social media handles.
Social media, all my social media handles are my handle right here on the screen. I am Jennifer. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud. Everything is I am Jennifer.
Oh, the stories behind these songs. Oh man, this was listen, like I said, you broke the ice and you did it well. I applaud you. I thank you. Inspiring and I'm just getting ready to get back into my zone. I'm gonna be CF2 out for a little while until
Please,
that new project come out. You dig what I'm saying?
got you, bro.
Um, love you, Jennifer.
Love you
I
too, bro.
applaud your every move and everything else, and much success. And thank you once again.
Thank you so much for having me, Terrell. It was awesome, man. Enjoy your night, okay?
You do as well. Thank you.
All right, bro. All right.
Peace.